Okay, so I know technically as this video is being uploaded that Christmas is over, but I don't care. I'm still going to say it. Merry Christmas to all, and I want to just take this moment before we get started to say I thank every single one of you for supporting me for up to this point. It's amazing to think that I would even get over 100 subscribers at this point in time. I'm still roughly at 150 by this point, but I still like to thank every single one of you for sticking with me for this long, and I just hope that starting next year we can continue to have a plethora of amazing adventures together. So that's about all I gotta say about that. So, for Gargantuas Reacts, we are finally going to wrap up the Badvent Calendar with day 25, and guess what it is? It's the Phoenix Games. From Phoenix Games. I freaking called it. Yep, I called it. At least it was one of the ones I thought of would be at number 1, and sure enough, being that I'm a caddy veteran, I kind of knew that was going to be the case, considering every time he reviews a Phoenix game, he always makes the claim of it being the worst game ever with each one that he reviews one after another. And especially with the case of Animal Soccer World, I can definitely agree with that. So, not really too much else I can say, so without further ado, let's get it on, and ho, ho, Caddicarus presents the Badvent Calendar. Ooh!
Oh yes, I'm aware Phoenix Games actually have made full-on focused video games before, but I've never played them, and I'm not sure that I want to. And I'm
Me neither.
By just looking at them, that they are all better than any of Phoenix Games' Disney knockoff games.
Yeah.
I remember at the very start of this countdown, I brought forward my own stipulations on what and what not belongs on the worst games I've ever played list. One of those rules was to not include games that were basically nothing but movies. You know, plumbers don't wear ties and shit like that. Games that for some reason were advertised as video games, yet are basically just films with the only interaction.
Yeah, and you should check out the AVG and review of that game.
Every few minutes. Phoenix Games, however, are a beautiful exception to this rule. All this company do is completely tear the faces off classic Disney films, stick them onto their PS1 and PS2.
They made stuff for the Wii too?
Or relation to anything present inside the box to trick clueless.
Oh my god!
And then compile a repeated set of the most basic mini games you can ever program next to a cartoon. So yes, this is, whether you like it or not, more of a video game than something like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. There's more interaction, there's fail states within these mini-games. Some of them even justify being placed on a disc in the first place because something like a video slide puzzle wouldn't be possible with physical real-life pieces. Saying that though, I'm still going to judge all of these games based off of this logic, and when you take a look at these different games from this company, whether a PS2 or PS1 game or even Wii, they're all exactly the damn same. And not only are they exactly the damn same despite the system or title of the game, but also somehow, in some way, amazingly enough, don't work properly. They barely
exactly.
The controls aren't too sensitive or don't respond to your own action button presses, then you won't be able to even see what you're supposed to do from the clashing pictures and terrible compressed JPEG qualities. And so you sit there in your chair wondering, oh well, I only spent actual real-life currency on my 5th identical carbon copy game with slightly different JPEG images from a shop that was actually licensed by Sony. What else do these games have to stand out from each other? And the answer is some of the most god-awful, atrocious, and embarrassing cartoons you will ever see. Some of them are around 6 minutes, some of them are around 45 minutes, some of them have songs, some of them don't have songs, some of them have broken English, some of them have no English at all. And despite a lot of these films being made years prior by other specific companies like Dingo Pictures, and they just put their films on their PS2 discs, you'd think they'd at least stay consistent with their own style, but they never ever do. They're all over the damn place in terms of quality. Music tracks and character designs are repeated or completely forgotten about, animations are sometimes just jagged back and forth double frames, and others are weirdly out of place with uncanny detail.
Yeah.
Volumes of voice acting and backing tracks sometimes are too loud, too quiet, too spaced out, too overlapped. You never believe this until you actually watch one. And I can't describe them any better than by simply directing you to my own Caddicarus episodes I made about all the ones I've seen so far.
That's what I do on. That's what I've done occasionally throughout these episodes.
Please remember,
and to the AVGN for that matter.
Were released in the 2000s on a PS2 disc, barely using up 10% of the total disc space.
And then there was Big Basil, who was huge. Well, for a boy, he was huge.
That narrator is going to hell. He is going to rot in the deepest pits of hell. I just know it. And I hope he does.
Okay, girls and boys.
Do you by any chance know what's happened with my tie? No, I don't. Maybe it's in a...
You didn't even look for your tie!
No, you can't. I can.
No, you can't! Yes, I can! God, this is bad.
Shame on you, young Pinocchio, not allowed to mock your daddy-o.
You've left
That's not even a real...
bell outside the window.
What even is that sound? What even is that?
Something.
Oh my god, this is so stupid!
Just thought
Run off, Pinocchio.
It's true that everything looks different from...
Oh, you think? I can't even watch this. I can't even watch.
And I just can't make it to the courtyard.
Oh, brother.
They're led by Captain account.
This is so stupid!
Take pity on me, Excellency. What will happen to my daddy?
I demand that you...
Oh god!
Tiger
That is not Tiger Lily.
Wasn't I right?
Yes!
The contents of a liver sausage will always be a mystery.
I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
understand who thought
What?
this was a good idea, and even if it was some kind of elaborate scam to generate tiny amounts of profit for how little money was clearly spent making these games, who in their right mind would buy this shit and cause the thousands of sales the company would need for any of this to be worth it?
Exactly.
Just can't.
Yeah, look at that!
I
Look!
want to. I want to punch the salad. And with that, that concludes the Badvent Calendar, 2018's Caddicarus Christmas Special. If you watched from the very beginning of the month all the way to Christmas Day, or well, whatever you celebrate, oh my god, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Caddy.
I actually cannot believe that you tuned in and were excited to see what could possibly come up next and what could be worse every single day. You really don't know how much this means to me. I know I say this every single week, but it means the absolute world to me. This is something that I love doing, and to see that people care enough to support it and keep it running despite everything that's going on with YouTube and ads and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It really does mean more than I can describe. So have a great holiday season, everybody. I'll be back in January. Don't worry, not going to be gone for too much longer. Not going to be taking a month off or anything like that. And I'd also like to spend the end of this video thanking every single one of my gorgeous, amazing Patreon supporters who have helped make this...
Yeah, sadly, I'm not one of them, because, well, I'm not exactly banked on money right now, or swimming in the dough, or diving into gold as Scrooge McDuck would do. But regardless, so that concludes finally the end of the Badvent Calendar, as he just said. And I know I did skim out a few of them. Some of them I more did by accident, some because I was in a bad mood, and some purely because I just didn't think there was anything he could add to make it interesting, even in this particular style. But I can at the very least say I did do most of them, and I've at least done the best I could to stay consistent, even if it didn't always work out. And one more thing before I go, this won't be the last video of this year. In fact, at the moment of filming this, I'm right underway of writing scripts for 2 top 4 lists that I'm going to be releasing from on the days December 30th and 31st. So definitely look forward to those. So all I can really say is that's about all the time we got for now. If you liked the video, go ahead and comment, like, and or subscribe. And the other suggestions, leave some in the comment section below. And as always, I'm King Gargantuas, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this. Follow me on Twitter at King Gargantuas if you want to know what I'm up to. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all next time.